Let's get this show under the road. Do you need me to bullhorn? I can do this all day.
Take it away!
Yeah, actually, I thought about it, but that was completely accidental. So hi, thanks for coming to Twisted Metal Mayhem 18. The 18th time we've had a hydraulics class do a competition like this. The hydraulics class is a requirement for engineering students, industrial electronics students, and I think that's it. I think that's the only students in here that do that. Every year I try to think of a competition that's different and hopefully fun. The students usually have 3 to 4 weeks worth of lab time, and I give them some requirements which I'll share with you and turn loose on it. This particular class spends about 5 weeks on hydraulics. They've taken apart hydraulic cylinders, the rings and the pistons, and completely disassembled clean. They've worked with hydraulic actuators, hydraulic directional control valves, and pumps. They've put them all together to make a working hydraulic circuit. There's a lot of math involved, a lot of pressure and area, force. It's good math. You can go really far in the math world with fluid dynamics and all that's a continuation of hydraulics. Just a little more hands-on than that. This year's competition, well, let me back up just a little bit. I've done a couple competitions twice. I did walking machines twice, pneumatic machines that had to walk. The first time I did it, I tore up Greg Jordan's tables in the classroom, and it didn't do it for a while. And this last year, we did. That was very dangerous. That one will never get done again. But the walking machines I've done twice. Another one that really means a lot to me that I did twice was boats in the fountain. And they were pneumatic powered boats, and the idea was that they had to have a tank of air, they all had an equal size reservoir, and they had to traverse the length of the fountain. And so the first year I did it, I had this great group of students that were a dud. When it came to the competition, the boats went the furthest one went like 10 feet, puttered out. And the others did not go 10 feet. We had a barbecue and a lot of people were there, and I was like, oh, you guys. So then the next year's class came up to me and said, we want to do this competition and we'll do it better. And so I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, yeah. So the next year's class, I said, you guys came up to me, you said you wanted to do this. This is what we're going to do. They built machines that went all the way down to the other end of the fountain, turned around and came back on a single air check. And it was really impressive to watch. So that was kind of fun doing twice. This year's competition was make me machines from scratch parts that play music. The primary source of energy is going to be air. The only electricity is to operate valves and maybe do some controls. I don't teach music. I don't know music. I don't know how this works. I know timing is involved. And one of the really cool things about this particular project is that it's completely automated. Almost every other contest that I've assigned or had students do required an intervention of some sort, either to make something walk or to steer something or make it climb a rope or swing on a rope or lift a weight, whatever they had to do. This is completely automated. And since both groups of students in this class are pursuing some sort of an automated career, it's a real good fit. Another thing that's really neat with this competition is there's two distinct philosophies for how to automate things going on here. One of them is this machine here, which uses an embedded controller, very much just like a computer brain you program with the C+ programming language. Hey. And the other two use PLCs, programmable logic controllers. They program in ladder logic, which is a language made to help electricians understand the program. We actually draw pictures, very similar to a wiring schematic. Another thing that's really interesting is there's probably 20 hours of programming in each one of these two, and there's 1 hour in the computer embedded controller, or close to 1 hour. So just interesting ways to do it. It's all a manipulation. One thing I like about the contest is you don't get to Google it. You have to figure it out. So, the best use of my business cards is to fold up and use for things like this. So, pick a card, pick a card. Don't trip. Open them up. Oh yeah, so the reason I'm doing it this way, a lot of times I pick the order. I randomly pick the order, and I'm often trying to fit maybe some really nice ones and some not very nice contests, and trying to make everything, this time, they're all good. They're all good, so it's completely random. No particular order is better than any other. And I'm going to make one more change that I've never done before. When we're all done, we're going to do some audience applause, and that's how we're going to do it. There you go. These were some criteria.
There should be some dancing with the music then, I'm
Make some
guessing.
calls. Survey. There's some down here real quick. Criteria to consider. No nepotism here. No favoritism. Artistic design. Does it complete the task of playing Star Wars music? Does it sound like music? How much interface did it require to operate? Does it stop, start, and repeat? Is it safe to use and observe? The quality of the poster board should be considered. And does it use uniquely different sound elements? All the teams had access to air, construction materials, and things of that nature. And you might have noticed if you walked around, I'll answer your question, sir.